So welcome back everyone, Mike here. I am going to give the BX a quick bath here this morning, and it needs greased. But I have been I've been working this little guy pretty hard lately around the building. Last night I was out, I brush hogged all the trails. Well, not all of them, but I got about 2 miles of trail mowed up last night. Wasn't too bad. It's nice to kind of stay ahead of it a little bit. But this little tractor's been a lifesaver. It has. We've been using this a lot lately. And you know, we have other equipment, the big tractor and the excavator. But like that trail mowing thing, this is perfect for that. It's got a 4-foot brush hog on it. The trails are about 6 to 8 feet wide. So you kind of go out, make a loop, come back, and you can get full width. Plus, it's small enough to be able to back in underneath tree limbs and all that kind of stuff. So Melissa came out to give me a hand here. I like using that leaf blower to get most of the water off. Works pretty good. But yeah, this looks a lot better. Like I said, I have been working this pretty hard inside the building, and it gets so dusty out there on the trails. I did about 2 miles in what, an hour last night?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
You know, years ago, before I had any tractor, I would go out with a string trimmer, and we didn't have near the trails that we do, but it would be a all-day project, you know, just to get like a half mile a trail done. Yeah.
You know what, and for the wives watching, or maybe the husbands that are trying to bring their wives into it, I get it. For years, he would seriously do what he just said. He would be out there for a day with a string trimmer and come back and be like, here, I want to show you. And I would walk out and be like, this took you all day? Like, the comprehension, I had to learn. I had to really learn what all this was capable, what a string trimmer and how long, you know, until I physically got involved. So for all of you with any girlfriends or wives that are having a hard time understanding, just invite them out to your work and invite them to try it or what have you. And I think then it becomes more of a partnership, more of an understanding.
Yeah, Melissa uses this for a little bit of everything. She helps me on projects, but just like running stuff down to the burn pile, whatever. It's like it's her go-to. Next up, what I'm going to do is put that landscape rake on it. And I'm going to go inside the building. I've got some hand raking on that stone to get it ready for concrete. I'm not sure how well the rake will work. Okay. But I think it should be okay.
And that's just another thing I always am learning is take one attachment off, put another one on.
Yeah, this, I'm feeling more confident. This is a lifesaver right here. Yeah. That quick hitch on here. I had quick hitches before. This works perfectly. I went and put this brush hog on last night, and literally, I don't even know, a minute or less, you know what I mean? Boom, I'll go down and get the rake, switch it out instantly. It's super quick. So if you get any kind of quick hitch, make sure it's compatible to all your attachments, and it will save you a ton of time. So yesterday, we didn't do a whole lot besides get those trails mowed, but we went to a wedding, and it was really nice.
It was beautiful. It was in a big barn for, you know, a wedding venue, and just beautiful. The decorations, and of course the couple, Danny and Austin. You look beautiful.
Yeah, my buddy's daughter, Danielle, got married, and those barns. Oh. That's a cash cow, those things. Yeah. A wedding venue.
I've wanted to do that for years, so we'll see. But I think that's great. It was beautiful, and I think everyone had a nice time. But it was the outside, like when the couple, their bridal party went to get pictures, you know, there's like a split rail fence over this way, a lot of green for backdrop of beautiful pictures. So, and there's a balcony on the outside of the barn, so then you could stand on the balcony and watch people down below for pictures or, you know, dancing, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's really nice. So yeah, we had talked about that before, actually, having some kind of wedding venue. And the way I would do it, would build a building about the same size as ours, but a little bit taller, a little bit fancier, and it would have to be in the right setting, back in the woods somewhere. I don't think it's something that would do here on our property. I mean, it'd be a big expense, But do you remember the Christmas party we went to?
Yes.
In Ohio. They rented this barn for the Christmas party, and it wasn't really their busy season. You know, it was right before Christmas.
Right.
And it was just they said they got a discount. Yeah. Just for the venue. It was $10,000 to rent that barn. Who would have thought that all those years ago, when those guys were building those barns 150 years ago, that people would be paying $10,000 or $15,000 to have an event in it?
Barn, it was beautiful, and it had the rough cut lumber on the sides, so when it dried, it shrunk up. You know, there was some gaps, but I'll tell you what.
It was hot, though.
It was hot. You get in there with a bunch of people in some dress clothes and wedding clothes. Whew.
Yeah, they had.
I was getting a little gamey myself.
They had a few fans going, but I think something like this, but like I said, a little taller, a little fancier.
And maybe just some. I would like the wood.
Yeah, some wood and stone, and then lots of wood inside in the right setting would be.
All right, so if there's any investors out there, give me a call. My email is morgansofftheleash@gmail.com.
Yeah.
You can go to my channel and watch some videos.
I'd say about $1 million you could be up and running.
That's probably it. You might see me on what's that show they go in Shark Tank.
But in the right area, seriously, someone with an old barn, you know, that maybe is looking to buy a piece of property and there's an old barn on it, that would be something that somebody could do. I think it'd be a moneymaker and a good way to make a good living.
We've had this idea for years. So when the pandemic started last year, we were like, whew, good thing we're just building this one and not doing the venue like you wanted to, Melissa. I'm like, yeah, okay, I don't think it's the end of people getting married. So thankfully things are from the pandemic are in the past and we're moving forward and we're opening up, and I think that's great. And I think it's great that people continue to get married. And
it was nice yesterday too, by the way. Just you could sense things are getting back to normal. People weren't weird and hanging out and having a good time together.
It was fun. It was fun to see people we haven't. It felt like years.
It's really the first we've kind of done anything.
Mike was talking to some friends about our trip west, and I'm like, when was that? He goes,
last fall.
I'm like, oh my gosh, it feels like it's been years.
It does. It does.
Everything's moving at a fast pace, so hang on.
Speaking of fast pace, I better get moving.
Okay.
All right, we're going to grease her up. We'll be back in business.
Okay, this is the fun part. Opening the gate. It's seriously like a horse race. Ready? And guess who's first? Go! Archie. Rue's right on him. Go, Rue! But see, Rue loses it right at the bend.
Piper stopped 15 feet out there.
That's my girl. She's waiting for me.
Archie's 150 yards out.
Yeah, he'll go out, get a stick, drag it back, and he runs out, runs back, runs out, runs back. He does twice the run. All right, come on, Piper girl.
In case you're not real familiar with tractors or these quick hitches, I'll show you how easy this is to use. First thing I'm going to do is lower the brush hog all the way down on the ground. Next, I'm going to take the PTO shaft off. There's a little button on here. I'll show you once I get it off. Then on this quick hitch, you've got this here. One on the other side. Then just lower your 3-point arm some more. You can see it going down. I am completely disconnected from the brush hog. Now I'm just going to pull away from it. This is that button I was talking about. You see that right there? You just push on that and that'll release it and you can slide it off the PTO shaft. Now I don't know if many manufacturers do this. This little thing here is a handy little feature. This holds your shaft up off the ground and out of the way. That's nice to have. Now we'll hook up to the landscape rake, but before I do that, I need to move this firewood bucket out of the way. Okay, so I did so far, I backed in. You can see this hook is right underneath this pin here. Same on the other side. and this hook right here is underneath there. All right, I got it really close to grade. The rake worked out pretty well, but you've got to go really slow, real easy with that. If not, you can kind of pull all the stone right off of it. But using that eliminated a lot of hand raking. I'll still have to do some around the edges, but I just shot everything with the laser. I need 1 inch of stone here in the middle, at that end down there, and 1 inch of stone right there. That's on grade in this area here, and that's on grade over in there. So what I'm going to do now is take the rake off the BX and just bring some more stone in. Only reason I'm taking the rake off is because these plumbing pipes here be pretty easy to hit or back into with that rake. It sticks out, you know, it's a 5-footer. So I'll pop that off real quick and we'll bring some more stone in. All right, I brought about 8 or 9 buckets in. I think I'm pretty close. I'll do a little hand raking later this afternoon. And then when the rains come this evening, I'll come in here and fire up the plate compactor for a couple hours. I'll hose it all down first. That helps with the dust and actually helps with compaction a little bit. But yeah, I think I got just about enough stone in here. So like I said earlier, this BX has been very, very helpful to have here on the property. Not only for maintenance, like last night I was brush hogging with it, but for all the new construction and things we have going on around here, we use it all the time. You know, like underneath this patio here, the ROPS folds down, it'll fit in your garage, but you can get underneath those low places. I used a backhoe on it to dig all the plumbing on the inside of the building. I've done some landscaping, hauling mulch, just all sorts of things with this tractor. So we've had this tractor for a little over a year now. I've got a little over 100 hours on it. All I've had to do to it so far was routine maintenance. You know, I changed the oil, greased it, wash it every once in a while. That's all I've done. So as most of you know, and if you don't, I'll tell you right now, we have a partnership with Kubota Corporation. This tractor is not mine. It's on loan to us to use here in our property and in our videos, along with the MX 5400 and the Sidekick. Now the Excavator, that's a different story. That's mine. I bought and paid for that, and I'll take that machine to my grave. If I have time, I may even dig my own grave. That would be pretty cool. So with that being said, I know I'm gonna get a few comments. This is nothing but a Kubota commercial and whatever. I really don't care. I just make videos on what I'm doing, when I'm doing it. And the last day or two, I've been using this BX. So for all the sane people out there that are looking for a little tractor, this is a great little machine. But anyway, like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.